The Century Batteries Beach and Boat Fishing Competition has established itself as the largest fishing tournament in New Zealand. Based at spectacular Marsden Cove and with some of the most productive fishing grounds in the country close at hand, this is an event that appeals to families, serious anglers and people just out to enjoy a great event. Welcome to the 2014 Century Batteries Beach and Boat tournament based in Marsden Cove near Ruakaka. There are still land packages available here, so if you're looking for a great place to build a holiday home or even retire, come and live, it's all here. Marsden Cove, the backdrop is spectacular. You've got the Whangarei heads, amazing panorama of the beach right into Waipu Cove, just breathtaking. Off the coast, you've got the Hen and Chicken Islands, you've got the Mokohina House further out, and then to the north, of course, the Poor Knights Marine Reserve. Can't fish there. But beautiful place, great competition, $420,000 worth of prizes to be won. So we're going to follow the fortunes of a few people, catch up with Coast Guard for a bit of advice, but generally just have fun. So if you've missed out in 2014, make sure you book the 2015 Century Batteries Beach and Boat. One of the attractions is the prize pool, and included in that, the $100,000 tagged snapper.
Here we go.
Prior to the start of the event, this particular fish was tagged and released. If you catch it during the tournament, you become a whole lot richer.
Not easy, small fish. That's it. Beautiful. Okay. This is the lad that got it today.
Okay, guys, this is the snapper. It's worth $100,000. You catch this during the beach and boat, and you're $100,000 richer.
He took off like breeze lightning.
So looking for that tag snapper, guys, $100,000, and it's all yours.
The 2014 tournament was the biggest ever, and people were walking up in their droves to take advantage of a favourable forecast. For 2015, it will pay to register early.
Oh, we've had heaps. We've sold 100 tickets just before lunch, so and we're still going. Yeah. So, and that's just today's entries, and we've still got entries coming in online.
The beach and boat. We've got our t-shirt, extra large for a big, large guy like me. A few pamphlets here. We're ready to go fishing. First time in the competition yet. Looking forward to it. Cool.
Day one was a little breezy, so I let my crew loose on the surtees while I checked out the prize pool. The forecast for the next day was fantastic, so I was focused on that excursion to satisfy my hunger for a snapper. Everyone wants to know what you can win in a fishing competition. Look at back here, $420,000 worth of prizes, including the two surtees boats. Not bad, not bad. So what do you have to do to win them? You have to enter the competition, that's all. And read the brochure, find out. Find out, there's all sorts of categories. Dan and the Rule brothers were itching to get on the water. I grew up with Bruce, Derek and Steve is a firefighter who had extensive involvement with the Christchurch earthquakes. This tournament represented the 3rd anniversary of the second big quake that caused such an extensive loss of life. We would not let the occasion pass without a thought for those who suffered through those tragic events. Steve was about to catch his first snapper. In fact, the team hauled in quite a few.
Using our extensive Canterbury experience, we'll stay in the harbour.
Captain Dan cruised out to the harbour and tucked in with a few dozen other boats, sheltering from 30 knots of breeze. The boys had even brought a supply of secret bait with them, and they were about to share the secret. This spot is still inside the vast Whangarei harbour, and I spent a bit of time on this trip exploring this labyrinth. The area around Marsden Cove is absolutely exceptional, and regardless of weather, there is always a place to drop a line.
Righto boys, we're going to get some very special bait out, all the way from Canterbury. Now we've used this up here in the past. It's come from the South Island, Christchurch. It's very special bait. Graham used it a couple of years ago and caught a very good kingfish with it, and very good for the snappers. So we're going to see how it goes today. Steve, would you like to try one?
Yep, thank you.
The bait here that we're going to use, we're lucky enough to have brought it with us, and it's actually a baby salmon taken from a salmon farm and grown specially for it. Let's give it a whirl.
Are they moving?
First one of the season.
That's good fish.
First snapper of the day for a Canterbury lad. Pretty happy. You can't grizzle at that. Nice wee fish. I'm going to keep him. There's a few colours in it. No, cracker colour. Absolutely marvellous. Got a fat wee tummy on him too, isn't he?
It's a fish, but it's not a fish as we know it. Oh. There's a different new rod. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's a good sign. We can all load up.
There you go. Lovely, lovely.
Going to turn around? There you go.
It's a legal fish, but for the competition, I think we'll be throwing that one back.
That's what I'm talking about. Colour.
Yeah, another nice fish. Put on the board there. Good work. Oh, in.
Goody!
Good fish. Okay.
Great.
Yeah, that current dropped off, eh?
I'm happy with that fella. Just lost one.
Oh, he gulped. Did he gulp that down? Yeah. He's hungry. Yeah, he wasn't around.
He wanted that more than what
Yeah.
I did. I'm happy with that one. That's a beauty. South Island standards, that's a cracker.
And coming up after the break, searching for prizes. Wherever you go, there are families enjoying time together and hoping for a shot at those prizes. Every year, the number of kids fishing increases, and so too does the available prize pool. Kids represent our future, and this tournament is a great way to spend quality time with your family.
Lost one and lost 2 sinkers. We're on a mission with this wind day, blooming heck. But really days yet, and I hope we catch one of these fish that's out here. Give me a baby. You go very far.
Hold on. I'll see you.
One thing that we're very hot on is safety. In particular, of course, life jackets. Discussed those at length. But we have a thing on board called a grab bag. And in the grab bag we've got first aid kit, we've got an EPIRB, emergency locator beacon, and we've got flares. Now the only time you use your flares, of course, is when the old proverbial hits the fan and you're reaching for these things. But I always wonder how many people know what you do, how you set the darn things off, and when should you. So Brian from Coast Guard is going to discuss these little babies with us. So when do you let them off, and how do you let them off?
With the flares are designed to attract attention, obviously.
Yeah.
So in terms of, they're a form of communication on your boat, as well as your cell phone, as well as your VHF radio. Your flare forms a method of communication.
So you've got 3 forms of communication
Absolutely.
if you include
And at
the
Coast
flares.
Guard, that's what we like to encourage.
Okay.
I mean, our mantra is saving lives at sea. And to do that, we need to find you. So if your cell phone battery's gone flat, if the battery on your boat's gone flat and your VHF doesn't work, you're left with your flare. Okay, so let's have a look at the three we've got. The first one is what they call a Parrot rocket flare.
Yeah.
Now, a Parrot rocket flare is quite an intense flare. It's used for signalling long distances. So if you're a long way off, this is the one you use.
The big long one.
The big long one. That's the Parrot rocket. And basically the Parrot rocket, you can see it's got a hand grip on it. So obviously that's the way you hold it.
Okay,
right?
yeah.
And on the bottom of it, it's got a red knob.
Yeah.
And you undo that red knob, and
But
inside there is a trigger cord. So you actually take the red knob off and you pull the trigger cord. So what this does is this will shoot a rocket out the end of it, and that rocket will go about 300 metres in the air. And when the rocket hits its zenith,
I can see
that's
the little...
when you get the flare comes out.
See that flies off?
That's it.
All right, so hold it by the hand grip.
Hold it by the hand grip.
Undo the red knob.
Undo the red knob.
Pull the rip cord.
That's the one.
And she's away, but make sure it's pointing up.
Yeah, always make sure it's pointing downwind.
Up in the air.
And downwind on the leeward side of the boat.
All right, so that's for getting attention from a long way away.
That's for getting attention from a long way away.
What if you've got someone close and you're sinking?
Okay, if you've got someone closer, you've got what we call a handheld flare, and this is one that you can safely hold in your hand, and you can hold it up in the air. And the same thing with these, they have a safety top on the top of them. You just unscrew the safety top. They've got another pull mechanism in there. You pull that, put it in your hand, and you hold it out again, leeward side of the boat, downwind.
So there's a third type though. What's this?
The third one I've got here, Graham, is what they call a smoke flare, a live smoke flare, and this is an orange coloured flare. And basically these ones are used short distances to identify yourself to a rescue vessel, a rescue helicopter, or a rescue aircraft.
Okay, I've seen images of those on telly.
That's correct, yep.
Billowing smoke all over the place.
That's the one.
Now listen, team, hand grips, one up, one down. This is your Parrot red rocket, and this guy's your red hand flare Mark 8. There you go, one up, one down. Take the red caps off, pull the rip cord, make sure you're pointing downwind and holding these things up. Bingo. Simple as that. So just another safety tip. We hope that you never have to use your flares, but really advisable to have them with you on your vessel all the time, just in case. Whangarei is a busy port with a significant number of shipping movements. Being aware of shipping is yet another safety consideration, and anchored safely out of the way were Captain Dan and the Rule brothers heaving out their secret bait, the baby Canterbury salmon.
Very first snapper ever.
Well done, son.
Yep. It's a good legal snapper.
Is he a taker?
He is?
Yep. That's my very first snapper in my life.
Well done.
I'm going to take him. I'm pleased he's legal.
Yep. Settle down, buddy. Hold them upside down. They tend to have a little bit of a rest. So they don't go crazy, but yeah, would say that would probably be a competitor for the average weight fish.
Oh yeah. Just want to leave the bottom this one. Got the net ready? No, right now. Start with it, just want to leave. In Christchurch we'd have 7 or 8 nets trying to catch that instead of pulling it up. Pull it out of the drink with your hand. There'd be utter chaos and confusion. I'm going to keep that boy. He's a nice size. He's a legal one too, isn't he?
Oh, yep, definitely. Be
Now, at this stage, Graham, you're probably wondering where the other member of our team is and why you haven't seen him wind in a fish yet. And Dave's going to just pan slightly to the right. No. Pan slightly to the right, and there's the suspect. Oh, wow. There he is there, chuckling away to himself. Hello, Graham. I've lost two snapper this morning, Graham. I've lost my line. I'm having a bad start, but I'll get on top of this.
And coming up after the break, a raw trifecta.
Well, not quite sure. It's just a bit of a dead weight. A kinner. No? No, it's a bit of a sea fly.
Oh, nice one. There you got yourself some sashimi.
Whangarei rock.
Let it drop.
What's going on there? I don't know what happened there. It was a tiny small one, and then it felt like he got off, and then this next fella got on.
Possibly. Yeah.
That was my one.
Cowboy. Predatory fish. Ate the little one.
Something ate it on the way up.
Yeah.
Going round and round in circles.
Might be side hook.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's in his gob.
Yeah. There you go. That's a good healthy little.
Need to show, Bruce. Another cracker. He's a wee bit smaller than the other ones, isn't he? So we might let that fella go. Now,
Still a good size fish.
just so that Bruce gets in the shot with a snapper. There you are, son. Thank you. That's what they look like. Don't get disappointed. Do it up. Do it up, Hollywood.
Yeah. Okay, can you just run through? Okay, so get the lines up. Do you get it on? You've still got it on. Oh, it's pretty much the right home I'm about, but I'm on the border. Yeah, that's right. You guys. Yeah, cut it. Oh, a small one around, eh?
Hang on.
Round his tummy. Out there, eh?
Round his tummy. Well done, Bruce. Your first snapper.
No.
First snap of this trip.
Yeah. It's time to go home now, fellas. Well done, Horace.
Bring it up slowly.
You've broken the spell.
The boys ultimately decided to drift baits and deploy the drogue. Good decision.
You want a net? Yeah. Isn't it?
Yeah, he's not happy at all.
He's a keeper, Steve.
Beautiful snapper.
He's a beaut. Oh, he's lovely. That's fish number 3. My borrowed rod from my daughter. Very pleased with that too. Lovely blue spots in him, isn't it? Yeah. Righto. Put him away. He's going to be an eater. Not that big.
Hard fighting fish.
Yeah. Right, another one, Steve here.
Yeah, that's a nice little pan. Good for the pan. Yeah, that's a good fish.
Pretty good, eh?
Yeah,
I'm happy with that.
Yep.
Another one for the bin. Starting to look pretty healthy, isn't it?
Part of the Century Batteries team. It's another option, charter boat, should you choose to fish the beach and boat. So a very nice option if you're into relaxing and unwinding, spending time with friends, letting someone else take over the driving responsibility. Superb.
Yeah!
Nice!
Not bad for a girl.
Not bad at all. Did that girl Bruce catch one? End of day one, the boys had secured a feed and I got my boat back. While there is a desire to catch the largest of each species, there is also a great prize for the average weight snapper.
Make it look heavy, Derek. Yeah.
The boys were hopeful as they headed for the weigh station. To create an enjoyable tournament, you need slick organisation, and the Century Batteries Beach and Boat is a very well-oiled machine. The weigh station handles a very large number of fish, and the prize giving is a huge occasion and focuses on the vast marquee.
Snapper, same number?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm Mike, first time entering the comp. Had a good day out at the tricks, a bit rough, but yeah, stoked with our catch. Yeah, it was might have been 18 pounds, I think.
The biggest one you've seen yet? Yep.
One more.
That's lovely. That's a little one.
At the end of day one, there were some exceptional fish on display, but a better weather forecast had everyone thinking that the event was wide open. Tomorrow was indeed another day. And coming up on Gone Fishing, the Century Batteries Beach and Boat finale, to the victor, the spoils. We are using a variety of great products, all available on gonefishingonline.co.nz. Check out rod reel combos for serious anglers and the Kiwi Sizzle range of barbecues and smokers. Great gear at great prices. gonefishingonline.co.nz.